Senate Bill 582, relating to modernizing Oregon's recycling system and prescribing an effective date.
Question now rises upon third reading and final passage of Senate Bill 582B. Representative Sollman.
Speaker, colleagues, as a mom, a Mima to my grandson, a Metro Master Recycler, and a legislator that came to this building to help create positive change, I am an enthusiastic co-chief sponsor of Senate Bill 582. The Plastic Pollution and Recycling Modernization Act overhauls Oregon's outdated recycling system by building on local community programs and leveraging the resources of producers to create an innovative system that works for everyone in Oregon. 3 strong points that I want to share with you of why this, why now. Education and consistency. Oregonians want to do the right thing. Too many new rules and varied recycled plans across the state make it confusing. Every year, Oregon sends hundreds of thousands of tons of recyclable material to the landfill, in part because of confusion and inconsistency. 582 provides extensive education and a master Oregon list of what can be recycled across the state, banks to burns and to our borders. Accessibility. This point is especially important to rural communities, and the newest amendment has even built in resources to help rural communities with transportation costs. 582 makes a difference for those living in apartments across Oregon. 3, shared producer responsibility. Currently, it is ratepayers, you, me, and those who live in our districts that pay. 582 sets up a shared responsibility with producers who will share the financial responsibility of collecting, processing, and marketing our recyclables with the local governments and ratepayers who have been shouldering that burden alone for decades. Producers of covered products will fund necessary upgrades and perform other functions that will make Oregon's recycling programs convenient, accessible, and responsible. When producers use packaging that produces more waste, they will pay more. When they use less material that can be recycled, they will pay yet less. Boom. An incentive to make change to produce less waste. Sometimes, Madam Speaker, I must address something that was being said in opposition of 582. There has been a very expensive, mostly out-of-state funded campaign going on. Just as Senator Beyer said on the Senate floor, the reason that all these national companies are paying for the fight, just like is in the right to repair movement, they are worried once that it happens in Oregon and other states, more will soon follow, and they do not feel that they should be responsible to pay for their waste. Oregon has been a leader in the EPR movement. Oregon's bottle bill is 50 years old this year. There were plenty of naysayers when that was implemented. We have a drug take-back program, paint program, and e-cycles for technology waste. These programs are what Oregonians value. The bill before you today is a result of several years of rigorous research, community outreach, and negotiations with local governments, recycling companies, environmental groups, and producers of printed paper and packaging. Contrary to what some have suggested, this was not a closed-door process. I even crashed some of their meetings myself. Stakeholders were invited to the table. But most recently, it has been amended multiple times to accommodate producers and their specific concerns. These amendments reduce producer obligations by tens of millions of dollars and expanded exemptions for small businesses, certain other producers, and products. The bill is comprehensive, well thought out, and thoroughly vetted. The program will take several years to be set in motion and will have continued planning. Opposition compares the proposal in Senate Bill 582 to other programs that are not comparable, and therefore their claims are inaccurate or misleading at best. For example, DEQ estimates the amount of packaging and printing paper recycled under Senate Bill 582 will increase by around 17%, much higher than the 3% they claim. And DEQ has not compared the cost of other programs such as British Columbia or the program proposed in Maine, Well, comparison of these costs would be misleading because these programs are different in a large number of ways, including in their goals, producer responsibilities, and services provided. Despite their claims, there is no less costly alternative that would stabilize rates paid by Oregon residents and businesses, protect workers in recycling facilities, prevent plastic pollution, and increase access to recycling services across the state. Pay attention to the logos in this that are saying they are opposed, such as the wine industry. They are the one industry that was given an off-ramp to join the Producer Responsibility Organization program from this bill or join the Oregon Bottle Bill. The latest amendment helped more business while still maintaining the structure of the bill: consistency, accessibility, and producer shared responsibility. They increased the threshold from 1 million to 5 million in business, exempting many small businesses from the program. New amendment exempting more businesses like infant formula, medical foods, exemptions for on-farm packaging, and animal medicines. Some of those logos that are on the opposition letter. The time is now. If we do nothing, remember that currently it is the ratepayers, you and I, and everyone who lives in our districts, that will keep paying the increasing costs, all while the producers who contribute more to marine debris and plastic pollution pay nothing, zero. Without this bill, our recycling system will be under threat. It will become less effective over time at a higher cost to Oregon residents, businesses, and the environment. Just as with the passage of Oregon's bottle bill 50 years ago, the passage of this bill today will show that Oregon is once again leading the way to make positive change for our future. Colleagues, I urge your support of Senate Bill 582. Thank you.
Seeing none, Representative Sollman, would you like to close?
Very short. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, with this bill, we have the opportunity to truly make a difference and move the dial on how much we recycle or how much we don't, how much we reduce Earth's growing problem of waste and overproduction of plastic. Microplastics can be found within our farm grasslands, waterways, and in our ocean and end up in our food chain. Microplastics can be found in the beef in our bellies and the ocean perch on our plate. For our health, we must do better. For our Oregon, we must protect our land, our air, and our beautiful coastal communities and fishing industry. This is the value that Oregonians hold near and dear to our heart. We must have the producers share their responsibility to help with the waste reduction. We cannot recycle our way out of this. It is reduce, reuse, then recycle. China put a stop to accepting much of our plastic waste. We can't keep doing the same thing we've been doing for nearly 40 years. The world has changed too much. Oregon needs 582, and Oregonians are ready for it. Absolute cheers to Senator Beyer and Dembro for their tireless hours and strong focus on the passage of 582. They were determined, and I am grateful for their leadership and their partnership. Special thanks, and those that know me, snaps, for Abby Bedoris and David Alloway from DEQ for their amazing work and vision on the historic bill in front of us. Colleagues, my little green heart urges support of Senate Bill 582. Thank you.